Hi, it's Terry. I have been maintaining 180-pound weight loss with low-carb, low-calorie, meat-focused eating since August of 2022.
To get this started, I melted some tallow, and I'm going to get some onions in there. We're going to saute these up. And before they're all the way sauteed, I'm going to add in some bacon pieces. So I'm going to get these going, and then I'll be back kind of like whenever they start turning translucent, and then I'll be back. All right, we're going to add some bacon pieces. Let's see, about a half cup of them. I'm going to get those stirred in, and we're going to let that kind of simmer together, because whenever I have bacon pieces, if I kind of can heat them up, it kind of brings it back to life. That's the only way I can describe it is, you know, they're dehydrated, and so by letting them kind of get in there with the tallow and the onion, it just kind of brings them back to life. So I'm going to let that go for a few minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, at this point, I'm going to put in some minced garlic. Yeah, my spoon doesn't go down very far, but that's okay. I don't need a whole lot. I'm going to stir that around, and then we've got some tricolor coleslaw. Let me cut those open, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to put our cabbage in here. Well, tricolor coleslaw. And you know cabbage, it kind of is big. So you're going to cover it. We're going to cover it. And we're not making crack slaw today. So I don't want to add a bunch of liquidy stuff to it right at this time. I might add some certain things later. But right now, I just kind of want to keep it generic. I am going to add some seasonings though. So before I get too carried away with stirring it, let's get some onion salt in there. Hang on. Got a hard chunk in it. And then let's do some garlic salt. We're going to add some seasoning salt. And my favorite, this is that tomato bouillon with chicken. All right, now we're going to cover it. Wait a minute, let me try. I don't even think I'm going to be able to stir it. I just wanted to kind of get some of those hot vegetables mixed around with the cold veggies, but I don't know if that's going to be able to happen. So, all right, we're going to cover it, and we'll check back in about 4 or 5 minutes. We'll do 4. All right, it is starting to sweat a little bit. So let's see if we can get those spices to mix around here. I bet some tongs would work well, but you know I don't plan very well ahead of things. I don't do much planning, but it's starting to wilt, which is good. So now, Debbie Sue was telling me about what she was making. I think she used yellow and purple cabbage and apples, and I was like, oh man, that sounds good. So we got the sauteed onions, the garlic, bacon, and we're putting in some apples, y'all. I mean, cabbage, apples. You could make this into a soup, I guess, if you wanted to add some broth to it. We know I'm not a big fan of soup, unless I'm not feeling so well. Well, I'm feeling okay, so I don't want soup. So anyway, so now I'm going to put the lid back on it to let it all kind of continue to wilt down. And when it's done, or in about, let's see, we'll check in 4 more minutes. So overall, that was probably about a 1/4 cup of onions, about a 1/2 cup of bacon pieces, 2 whole bags of the cabbage, and that was 2 apples. There was 2 of the, what's some apples I like? Cosmic Crisp apples. 2 of those in there, I think, and a little bit of garlic, and then whatever seasonings you like. So, all right, we'll come back and within well, it's like 3.5 minutes now because I talk so much. Okay. All right, let's take a look now. I mean, I know the apple isn't all the way cooked, but I kind of like it to be it'd be good to have some texture. Test it out here in a second. Might need to go just a little bit longer. But I like the cabbage texture. That's looking good. So let's pull an apple out. Man, that smells good. Between the cabbage and the apple and the seasoning. Ooh, go girl. Go Terry. Thank you, Debbie. All right, let's set this for 5 more minutes. And let's taste this. Hang on. How you doing? I'm a hot mess today, but that's all right. Let's see if it's soft at all. Hot but good. I think 5 more minutes will get it. And then, after that, we'll portion it up. Ooh, I know it'll be good on it. I think some of this pineapple ginger marinade will be good on it. Just to give it a little, I think it'll accent the apple flavor. Accent, is that the word I'm looking for, you guys? Compliment. I think that's the better word. Is compliment the word I'm looking for? Somebody help me. Y'all know I can't just talk. I just talk to hear my head rattle. That's what my dad used to say about my mom. He says, she talks to hear her head rattle. He said, we're going to have to beat her mouth with a stick when she dies just so we can hold the funeral service. Because she'll be interrupting everything. Because she'll be a-talking. He was a character. But he sure, literally, let me tell y'all, he wrote out what he went on his funeral. Like years ago he wrote it out. And then it said, unless Judy wants something different. What Judy wants, Judy gets. Ooh. Yeah. That's good. And like I said, I'm not making crack cabbage. This is just something different. Just a little something different. So, all right. Whoops. Let me get this back on. And I'll see you in 5 minutes. I know I got to extend the time. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. Ooh. That's got us a little liquid down in there now. The apples have definitely softened up and spread a little bit of their juicy love. That sounds gross. Sorry. Anyway, now I need to go downstairs and get my containers because I just took a whole bunch downstairs, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. So, yeah, I'm actually going to take this off and let it sit up here and let it cool down so that way it's not scalding hot when I put it in the container. So, I'll be back when this cools down. All right, and there we go. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 servings of our cabbage and apple. I don't know, cabbage and apple. I don't know, what do I call it? Okay, what I call it? just call me for dinner, man. Call me for dinner, because holy smokes, that's good. Wow. Maybe I'll think of a name before I save it up, let it upload on whatever you're watching it on. Dadgummit, read my mind. I am in heaven over here. My taste buds are on fire. They are in heaven. Not fire because it's hot or anything, but they're on fire because they're like, whoop, 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 whoop. Good job, Debbie Sue. Another masterpiece that you've given us. You're a good, intelligent woman, and I appreciate it. All right, you guys. There we go. Okay, bye.